Welcome, everybody. So today we've got something really special for you. We're going to be talking about how to make money from your hobbies. And I'm here with my great friend, Christopher John Payne. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Sarah.
Now, we've got something in common. We've got a ton of things in common, but actually I was just asking Chris about this because one thing we both got in common is we were both involved in making money working from home back in the 1990s. When in fact, Chris was making money selling information products working from home in the early 90s. I actually made my first ever sale online in 1999. Crazy when I think about it. And anyway, so we were just chatting about this yesterday about lockdown, how a lot of people are kind of like really getting into their hobbies, doing DIY around their house, renovating their garden. And as you may know, a lot of the home improvement stores have their sales have kind of like gone through the roof. Amazon, their sales have gone through the roof. However, there's a big opportunity here within the information marketing space to like make a huge amount of money off this. So Chris, how does this work?
Well, here's the situation we've had is up till before lockdown, half of all books were sold through Amazon, which is incredible. And you think half of books around, mostly in the Western world. And through lockdown, that became 100%. People were stuck at home. And because especially in the UK, we were furloughed, people were furloughed. They were twiddling their fingers, twiddling their thumbs and looking for things around the house to fix and interests to develop. So they went specifically to Amazon to develop interests in their particular hobbies or solve problems around their home to do with DIY. So Google is the place you go for free information. Amazon is the place you go to pay for information. So people were going to Amazon and buying thin ebooks with just a few pages with very specific authority-based information to solve narrow problems, consuming that and then going on and moving forward and then finding the next problem on Amazon that can get to solve.
Amazing, really, when you think about it, because it's like it's almost like another sector just suddenly opened up. And I guess it's not something that's going away because, here's the thing, I don't know how many days it is, but you have to do something for a certain amount of time before you form a habit. I think it's like 90 days or something. And people now are used to getting this information from Amazon. They're used to kind of like a lot of people go to YouTube to find out how to do something, or Google. A lot of people now are just going to be buying a book on something. So this is something that is here to stay. And I guess this has meant that a lot of people now are making money creating these books. But how does this work? Because not everybody is a great writer. Not everybody's an author.
Exactly. And here's the thing. What I teach and what I do is I get other people to do the writing. There's so many freelance writers out there, especially as a result of lockdown situation. A lot of writers out there aren't very good, but what I teach is a way of finding the best writers who will do a stunning job for you in literally a few dollars an hour. And when if you go online and go to the right sites, let's say you want a book on, let's say, a problem with dementia because their parents got a bit of dementia. How do you deal with that? You can go online and say, I need a thin ebook written on solving this problem to do with dementia, but it would help if you have that skill. And sure, what happens is people will come forward and bid to do the job and say, well, I've been a dementia nurse, which is one of the cases that I've been involved with. So not only are you getting quality writers, but they have a skill in the area where you want the subject to be written about, rather than them having to go off and do the research themselves. So they really have what's called skin in the game. And so they're creating something over a number of pages, which is really fabulous.
It's very interesting. It's like, when I first started doing, I made my first sale back in 99, but I didn't actually start doing kind of like full-time affiliate marketing until 2008. And in 2008, what a lot of people were doing was they were finding things like what you're talking about, like dementia or how to play golf or how to solve this one particular problem. And they were creating short reports and ebooks, like PDF, not physical books, PDF books. Put in them, yeah, they had to like create the book, then they had to like create a website, create the like the shopping cart, all of that stuff, and then they had to advertise it on Google with Google AdWords. And like maybe, you know, sometimes you wouldn't, because the advertising would be too expensive, it wouldn't make a profit, but sometimes it would. And that was kind of like what a lot of people were doing. However, what you're saying is, and that was, by the way, incredibly profitable only because back then you could advertise for like 10 cents a click. That's how much it cost. So that was the only reason it worked. When Google put their ad prices up, that kind of all finished. But what you're saying is we can kind of like do that process, which used to work like incredibly well back then. That works again, but now on Amazon. And I guess you don't have all the problem with having to market it yourself and do all the advertising. You've just got to do like the one thing, haven't you? I guess
that's it. And so Amazon is doing the lion's share of the work for you, and they're using the most sophisticated neural engines, machine learning to get potential buyers to get your product and buy multiple solutions. It's staggering how clever Amazon is getting people to buy. It's just extraordinary. So you're getting people who have a problem, and then you're matching them with the actual solution. And Amazon is the best solution, the best way of actually getting the two connected together. It's very Jeff Bezos and his team. They really are at the peak of turning interested people into buyers and multiple buyers. And the other thing is the ebooks that people can download. They can have links in to join an email list and then to sell affiliate offers, which is just because, of course, once people they put their hand up and say, I'm interested in this problem, you can get them onto an email list very easily and then start offering them more and more products. And because there's just so much material out there, higher price courses that you can link them to, which is what I teach.
Right. So I guess it's a good way of building a list. And you know, if you create a Kindle book or a physical book or whatever, you can say, you know, you get the video version of this for free, or get a 4-part video course. Go here to this website address to get it for free or something.
Or even the simplest checklist. Join the email list. There's this simple checklist which you get outsourced for Fiverr for $5 on Fiverr.com. Then they join your email list, and then you can offer them anything else that you want, either you've created or through the affiliate network that there is.
Wow, that's incredible. And I mean, I guess when it comes down to it, I mean, it's like when we were doing this with Google AdWords back in the day, because I did a little bit of this, you would know what stuff to produce because you would do like keyword research. So you would do like your keyword research, and if you found out that 10,000 people a month were searching for the keyword "how to stop my dog snoring," then you'd know, okay, that I'll create a book on how to stop my dog snoring. And that's what, and especially if there were very very little competition. So that was very clear cut how you would do that. Can you do something similar on Amazon?
Yes, there's actually a service that's available which will actually tell you how many searches are being made every month for any particular keyword. So there's something called scleroderma, which is like a joint inflammation, which I'm guessing you don't even know about.
No, I've never heard of that. No.
Well, from memory, there's something like 6,700 searches a month on that for that condition. So that can then lead you into saying, right, I think it's worth actually getting somebody to create a few page report that goes available for Kindle that people can buy to solve that condition for them.
Wow. So it really is a kind of like, you can just, like Google, you can do your keyword research, you find out there's a demand for it. There isn't like a bunch of competition. You outsource the book, you create it. It's kind of like a PDF. I mean, it's no different to doing a PDF or a short report. You can either write it yourself, or you can just get an outsourcer to do it. Put it all together, stick it up on Amazon, and that's it. Boom, you're done.
It's as simple as that, Sarah.
That sounds incredible. And it's interesting because it's, I remember back in 2008, I remember thinking, because I was doing this and I was making some money doing this before the ad prices went through the roof. And there was this time when it was working, and it's kind of like annoying because I found out about that process with Google AdWords and creating these ebooks and advertising them. I kind of like found out about it just before it stopped working. There was like a short window. And I remember when it was working, I remember thinking, why doesn't everyone do this? This is crazy. This is like easy money. Okay, not every book, every PDF document I'm advertising on Google, not everyone is working. But it was like, like half of them were making, really good money. And I was thinking, why doesn't everyone do this? But then eventually it stopped working. And it had been working for years. And I just wish I'd found out about it earlier. And right now, I think with Amazon, it's a similar kind of thing where it's kind of like, wow, why doesn't everyone do this? And I guess it's just because a lot of people simply don't know the process. The average person, if you ask them about it, they didn't even know you could do that.
It is like a lot of things. There's a simple process, just like making bread is a simple process. You just have to know there's a magic ingredient called yeast that really makes the lion's share of the difference with the weight, the lightness.
Yeah.
But unless you know that, you'll never stumble across how to make bread, from nothing, just from ingredients in your kitchen. Absolutely.
And I think it's interesting because there's nothing more frustrating than finding out about these things like years later when it no longer works, or it's very difficult, or there's a lot of barriers to entry. And right now, it's possible to make some really good kind of like side hustle money, or it's easy to make kind of side hustle money with this, make a few $100s a month from this. Or if you want to take it more seriously, make a substantial amount of money from this. There's kind of like different ways of doing it. And like I said, there is a keyword tool. There are some different processes, things you shouldn't do, things you should do, how to get things outsourced. And what Chris has agreed to do very kindly is to kind of like, because obviously we can't just cover this in a 10-minute kind of thing. We need to kind of like show you some pictures of Amazon, show you how it all works. So what Chris has very kindly agreed to do is on Thursday is to share with you exactly how this whole process works, and actually how he's making affiliate sales from these books as well on Thursday. So Chris, thank you so much for agreeing to share that with everybody.
My very great pleasure. I really look forward to sharing far more detail on Thursday.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Chris. And everybody, if you want to sign up for that live class on Thursday, which is tomorrow, click on the link somewhere. It will either be on this page somewhere above the video if it's a Facebook post, below the video if it's on my blog. Would love to see you there. We're both going to be on the webinar live with our webcams. It's not a pre-recorded thing or anything like that. It is going to be live. We will have an extended Q&A at the end where you can ask any questions about anything that was covered in the live class or anything to do with affiliate marketing or making money online. This is a great opportunity to ask your questions to people who have been involved with making money online and working from home for like 25 years. So yeah, a lot of experience there. Okay, guys, well, thank you very much for watching this. And thank you so much, Chris. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Very look forward to it. Take care, Sarah. Thank you.
Bye-bye.